Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build this above the garage door storage. It's super helpful, super easy to do. Give it a thumbs up, give us a subscribe. Let's get started. All right, so if you're like me, you probably have a lot of stuff that needs to get out of the garage floor and up there where it's out of the way. So this is a real easy to do above the garage door storage, just out of 2x4s. And so we're going to show you how to do it. As far as wood goes, this is all that you're going to need. So I took a 2x4 and just ripped it right down the middle, gave it 1.75 inches on either side all the way around so it's nice and square. And that's going to be our braces up on the ceiling and up on the wall, and then also on the down 2x4s, which are those. You only need 3. So there they are on the old one. So you only need, 1, 2, 3, and then you need the cross beams up there. So 1, 2 right there, and then 3. The third one up is mounted against the wall. The last piece is just this little piece here. For my measurements, I needed something that was about 41.5 inches across, and everything else is just done at 96 inches, so 8 feet. So then let's get to putting it up over here on this side. All right, so the first part is to just mark where your 2x4 is. Luckily, I already did that with the other one, so this was really easy for me just to go up with my stud finder and mark where it is. So what I did though is I marked it on the outside on each end of where our 1.75 by 1.75 is going to go, our 2x2 basically, where that's going to actually lay in the track. So I've marked it on the outside so I can see where I'm at and make sure that I'm going to hit it. So then the next thing is I'm just going to drill directly into the center spot, and that way I can just at least hang the board first. Okay, let's go for that one. So we're just going to be using 3-inch wood screws. Pretty easy to use, no need to pre-drill, rock it out. Okay, so I put 5 total 3-inch wood screws into the stud up there. That's plenty to hold it. That's all I have in the other one, and that's got a lot of weight on it, so plenty. All right, so now we're going to put the down board, the vertical boards into place. You only need 2.5-inch wood screws to mount it into that bar right up there. But you also need to know what your measurement is, where the top of the garage door comes. And you can't measure all the way down to the garage door. You got to take into account as it's making the turn, it actually puts it just a little bit higher. So you want to take that into account whenever you are measuring from the roof or to the ceiling all the way down to the garage door. All right, so you are going to want to pre-drill the hole out just so you don't split the end. You should be good to go. You also want to make sure that you give enough space for the guard that's coming up that's actually lifting the garage door up. You want to give it enough space down here. I had to do that. I had plenty of room there, so this should be good. All right, so now that we have our 3 vertical boards installed, it's time to do the cross beam along the bottom. So same thing, 2.5-inch wood screws. We're gonna put one in the middle first. That way we can kind of just get supported and we can kind of work from either end after that. So here we go, let's put one in the middle. All right, so there is our bottom support installed. Now the next part is to get the same one installed on the back wall. As you can see here in my garage, we have these supports that go up on both sides whenever they installed the new, I don't know why I'm not focusing, there we go. Whenever they installed the garage door, which left a little bit of a gap right there that I'm gonna have to make up because the board is gonna span from there all the way across, and so it won't have a nice flush surface. So I'm going to have to install, as you can see what I did before, that little tiny board right there. That gives me a surface to connect to whenever I go to screw in the other horizontal piece. Yeah, so since that was a pretty easy cut, no need for me to break out my miter, just do it with your little handsaw, and job's done real quick. Okay, so we have got the back brace up, but one thing we wanted to do is I had to measure from the ceiling down to the bottom of that because my other horizontal beam was at 32.5. So the bottom of that one is at 32.5. Okay, everything's level, we're good to go. Next phase is actually to mount the other, so the other beam going across, we're just going to mount it to that. Should take no time at all. All right, so I went ahead and pre-drilled 5 holes. That's all we're going to use. We didn't have to worry about wear or running into the stub because we've got that support piece up there. But we are going to be running into the wood on each end, which I made sure I'm going to cover those. So let's go ahead and put it up. All right, last piece is putting that piece of plywood, sliding it right up. You're gonna wanna go up the wall first and then put it in there second. All right, there it is. Now that's a heavy bottom piece. That's a heavy board. That compressed plywood right there is very heavy. It's very dense. So you're gonna wanna have a partner to help you out and get that thing up. The way to do it is to actually, the two of you, so I had my wife help me out. She didn't want to be on camera, so I had to turn the camera off, but this is exactly what we did. Was we placed it on that one and slid it up the wall. And once we got it up the wall, then we could swing the bottom part, the back part, out toward us, and it just rested right on the normal horizontal pieces and fell kind of right in place. Now I just need to put in a couple little screws underneath just to kind of draw things up on the end. There's a little gap over there. But that's pretty much it. And then now you'll be able to, and we clear, so we have plenty of room right there for the garage door to come in and to open up and close. So we're not gonna hit a thing, but now you can actually take all the rest of your crap and put it, some more crap over there. There you go, hope you enjoyed the video.